try to pickpocket the prosperous man while this is happening.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
I have things on my mind.
No, he has things on his mind as well, and I'm the perfect distraction because I'm taking out weapons right now and going.
Oh yeah, perfect distraction.
I was about to say, I'm not even sure this requires a roll.
Yeah, dude, this is a
Do you have a
perfect time.
chance to win back some food?
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, it's a 3. You definitely get
Perfect.
3 dice, and you get another one
Let's
from
go.
your pickpocketing, so that's 4 dice for
Let's
sure.
go. Let's
Yeah.
go.
You can't lose anything, right? So why not?
Go for it.
There it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You want a cool die back?
Yes.
Okay, so.
Let me add one.
Oh, perfect. And so that means that you have nabbed something,
Oh.
and it's a good thing. We'll worry about the good thing later. if you want to specify a particular good thing, put it in your new words, right? So keep that in mind. You can do that. And so, Denita, you are readying your weapons and heading where it is indicated.
I'm going through doors.
You can hear because
Commotion.
you're correct, right? There's commotion. It's not that commotion. That's across the way. This is in the room with the 2 women. There's a horrible crash. In one of the sliding doors, which would lead to a walkway outside, it is splintered as a whitish figure, a humanoid figure, lurches through. It is crusted with salt. Its whole lower face has fallen open so that its jaws are not even really distinct anymore, almost as though the bones are not very solid. So it's just like a yawning open cavity here, down to about here. And it is giving out a noise that is not even remotely like a human voice. And it is reaching out with its clawed hands. And you get the idea there are more of them back there. This would be coming from back here.
Okay, I just rush
Yeah.
carelessly at it and
Okay.
start fighting.
Okay. And so that is the situation at present. And you are on your way. You are responding or beginning to respond, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I understand that we are sort of one room away? He's in the room
You're
where
over
this is
here.
happening.
Yeah.
You're over here, they are here. You have to make
Yes.
it all the way across.
Okay.
Right. And he was in
Here.
there.
So he's way closer.
Yeah, so he's closer,
Okay.
exactly.
If I have time, I try to see, throw a glance at Al-Shastra and see if I notice some approval of me attacking or something.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Some form of.
Interestingly enough, her attention is actually on her sister.
Okay.
In that she does sort of a circular motion which captures her sister's wrist, brings her sister behind her as she moves into a stance, shakes her body in such a way that all her garments kind of split open, and you realize she's got kind of a Princess Leia trip going on there. That is very action possible.
What did she have?
Like kind of leather strap, kind of underwearish, or not underwearish, sort of way that permits her actually to fight. I mean, she looked like she was all robed and kind of bound up, but all she had to do was pop the right connection in her clothes, and it's ready for action.
If I want to
Yeah.
pickpocket again, can I?
This same guy?
Yeah.
Let me put it this way. Your role means that you are kind of getting what you want. Right.
Okay.
Without
You don't
too
need
much
to
trouble
do it
at all.
for-
Yeah, you don't have to keep rolling. You've established.
Okay.
You have kind of a smorgasbord.
But the impulse is already done. Think about that.
Oh yeah.
Now
Impulse now is even.
satisfied.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
He was an easy target.
So you're busy running elfishly through these rooms, and you're not familiar with all these rooms, so there's a little bit of banging and looking, right? So
I have a question.
yeah.
Is this sort of like Japanese
Yeah.
wallpaper?
Yeah,
I'm going through the wall. I'm being very inconsiderate for the
That's
culture,
right,
and
right.
I'm not
Mhm.
opening doors. I'm just
Right.
going through the wall.
I'm
Excellent.
looking for my next victim.
Okay, I see. All right, Palik, who's standing there, when you look around, Palik is just like with his hands folded, just looking at you. He's like,
think he's
like, kind of,
so-
can
Give
you
it back.
a little help?
Oh, yeah, I follow her then.
Silhouettes.
It's obviously pretty easy to know where she went.
Yeah, I just follow her.
So-
Follow the host.
Excellent.
Until they
So,
hit the rock wall.
little
I
tooth,
keep it.
little tooth. It's time for
Yeah.
it's time for whatever it is you're bringing.
Teeth.
I understood that part.
So yeah.
I understood that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Go ahead.
Yeah. It's all in. So base dice.
The base dice. Well, yeah, it's two.
And,
I'm saving my 1s and 3s for special moments.
I guess
It's my whole range. I might as well make it count.
I'll spend 4.
Ooh.
Nah, sorry.
Well, I'll call that a roll.
There were ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even before he
Yeah.
Okay.
did that.
So there you go then. What would you like to do? Would you like to say what you do, or would you like to?
This time I'll add to the pool.
Oh, you will.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what this means is the basic success. You knock the thing back.
Yeah.
And are able to kind of dominate, it. But it's kind of horrible because when you tear at it, like whole pieces come off. And desiccated, weird flesh crumbles under your hands. And you've damaged the thing enough so that it's not going to get up again successfully anytime soon. But yet on the other hand, it's caustic borax and other unpleasant substances, are burning you.
Yeah.
You're not because you succeeded in the role. You're not going to say that you were terribly injured, but you were very much
Sense
like,
it at least.
ow.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want a lot of that like on me or in an open cut or especially light bulb. Pooh.
Yeah.
Pooh.
Yeah.
And so that's primarily it. And then, like I said, more of them in the water vats out there, they're rising from them. So that's weird.
That's not usual.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you been here before?
No, but the walls. No.
Yeah, from a technological standpoint, maybe Little Tooth isn't exactly flashing on why or how this might be. So someone else will have to get a look at this before we learn more about why and how this could even be possible. And so
So my brother is good, or like safe
yeah,
at least.
you have saved him from the effect.
I go to check out what is going on to see if there's a danger present.
Well, there is.
Yeah, and so I'll try and pick out the danger.
Okay, so you're going to enter into this. Now, from this area, this is actually solid, so it's going to take you a little bit more effort.
And where's what's the name?
Ruh is
They're
running through here,
here.
Okay.
and Trixie's right behind her. So
Alright.
you are coming right on up, and you are going to have to make your way in. And since this is solid wall, that's going to be a little more difficult. I think you're going to have to make your way out of a window or
The walls
something.
on my side are not.
Yeah. Well, you're going through the internal fixings.
Yeah.
This is an external one.
Okay.
So therefore, you're probably going to arrive at about the same time.
Yeah.
However it is you manage through a window and back.
Through a window.
Something like that. Right.
That-
Oh, I like that. You never touch the ground. You kind of scuttle.
Yeah.
Right, out the window and around the side. Yeah, exactly.
I just
Great
go
big cockroach or something.
yeah. Yeah.
So perfect. And so that happens. And then we are all piling up in here. And so Ithaza, no,
The sister.
the sister,
Okay.
Right. is going, she actually collects herself and goes into a mental blast or connection of some kind. So she's defending and slash attacking psionically in some way. So let us clarify a couple of things. We have these critters piling in. We have the opponent who is conducting a psionic attack of some kind. In fact, I will go so far as to say that Aithaza begins to flicker in and out of visible existence. And then at the same time, Ashathra, who is seeing that you have handled the incoming attack, looks over toward the covered artifact. Looking over at the covered artifact. Thinking about what to do about that. And then the rest of you pile in, all three of you. It is time. We are all going to roll dice. We are going to roll dice all over the place.
You two are going through the wall, and I'm coming from the window.
Well, we come from, if I understood, the
That is a
creatures
door
are
there.
coming here.
Correct, yes.
So we are actually coming through the door that is closer to where the creature came
Absolutely
from.
correct.
And you are coming through the
Round
window here,
Right.
which is closer to
the women. Yeah.
to the women. But they are actually, there is no door here?
No.
Oh, so they had to go all the, so this is basically the innermost part. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that's how I saw it too. There's probably a parallel situation over here that you guys bypassed.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so activity. Ashathra is actually going to try to activate that artifact.
Ooh.
I don't know if we're too happy about that.
I know that. What will you do?
Are any of the enemies in the room right now?
They are piling in. They are doing the whole kind of terrifying zombie squeeze in, keep moving even if you are knocked over kind of situation.
Did they walk past me? I think.
No, they are not, because you have ripped this one open.
Yeah.
You are in the path, but they are coming in.
Okay.
I'm going to say because of your role, you actually have more of a commanding position and are able to. They are not overwhelming you,
No.
right? Because you're able to position yourself as needed. If you had failed the roll, probably you would be on fire from, phosphorus or something, and you would also be steamrolled by them.
Yeah.
But that is not the case.
No.
I think I'm gonna do the same thing as the two best. Try to put them down and make sure they don't come in any further.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to go right next to Ashatra, and I'm going to tell her about like whatever this is, they're handling it. There is other thing that's more dangerous in my opinion. So I will tell her about the people, the party, the small army that's coming, and they are rounding up the servants.
She says, her eyes narrow, and she says a name. She says, Olnal.
Olnal. Do I hear this?
Maybe not. You were right there. So you're an elf. Figured. So sure not. Ongnal, 2 words.
O-N-G?
Nal.
Okay. With the hyphenation?
No.
I'm going to.
So, and basically I'm waiting, like, what is the priority? We need to get it out of here.
And she basically says, destroy as many as you can. This will help.
These ones?
Yeah, Actually, it's a good question.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can I look around and see some weapons laying around, like a shield, a big shield that I can use to put a stop in through the door?
Maybe a table. Or
Maybe a table.
Yeah, table is very reasonable. Yeah,
Yeah.
low table.
Yeah.
They were drinking off of something. So yeah,
I will try to take
Barricade.
the table and barricade.
got it. Okay. Good plan.
That's the barricading the entrance
Yeah.
towards the water.
Toward the water.
Okay.
Yeah. Ashatra has put 2 and 2 together, and she looks at you and she says, I bring him here. You help to kill him. And she's going to whip the cloth off.
I'm just going to say we're not being discreet anymore. Okay.
Just walk through
No,
the
I mean,
walls.
wait, hold on. That's not that. Like, say yes or no.
She says, we are not being discreet.
Okay.
Yeah, her face is very much,
Yeah.
no. She says, it's quicker than either. If this was a comic book, we would have time for a great big word bubble right here, but we don't.
No.
But it would say something like, that plan is over. We start now. She's like, we start now.
What does her sister?
At the moment, her sister is like locked in psionic combat, and somebody's actually trying to teleport her out of there.
Oh, you can do that with psionic?
Oh yeah. When you're really good at it. And so they and so that is the situation. Let's all roll for what we're doing. I think I've got a pretty good idea. Specifically, Little Tooth?
Yeah.
Unless there's something like, especially because Trixie is actually trying to barricade the door.
Yeah.
So if you want to go and fight them hand to hand, you'll be on the wrong side.
I can have the idea that I really was on the other side because I pushed him back.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, so
okay.
let's say I'm on the other side.
All right.
I think they're quite close. I don't want to fight them hand to hand, but could I use my sling and just wail with it? Like
I was about to say, as a club, yes, absolutely,
try to do.
Perfectly reasonable hand-to-hand weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I notice Trixie trying to?
Sure,
And
absolutely.
then I
Right.
There's to basically help because
Yeah.
I'm quite
You're getting
big.
help. Yeah.
So I can hold it up.
That's actually pretty easy to do.
Is the
Okay.
conversation that I'm having with the Shatra, this exchange, is this considered my action or I can actually do something?
You can do something.
I will try to reestablish my psionics.
There you go. Okay. Right.
And
There's a lot of that going on right
because
now.
because I can see
Yeah.
I think maybe the person that shut me up might be distracted or
That's right.
something, so I'm gonna take advantage of that.
Excellent. And if you succeed, then you can proceed with what you want to do with it as well.
Okay.
So what would that be?
I would like to reach out to my Kiri.
Right. Okay. So.
And I'll tell him.
Right.
I'll give him a command to potentially do outside.
To attack the fellow.
Well,
Yeah.
I was thinking more like
Well, you'll be able to see through its eyes, so you'll be able
wreak
to.
havoc
Yeah,
or
perfect.
something like that.
Let's roll. Nothing wrong with havoc. Let's roll. 2 dice for each of you.
Okay.
For you two, 3 dice each. Because getting that table up there is actually, with the 2 of you helping each other, that's pretty reasonable. If you both fail, they come through.
Oh God.
That's the way it works.
Can I use any of this to my advantage?
And so you have, since
Like
you have
being-
all those
being a
hands.
Frankie.
Yeah, well, you have all those hands.
Yeah.
So you have.
Yeah, I have 4 hands.
Yeah, exactly. It's surprisingly easy to barricade something when someone helping you has 4 hands. And so therefore,
I think adding another one for you.
Do you have a bonus on that?
Yeah,
You do.
it's 1.
Okay, so that will gives you.
You
I
can.
have 4, and then I can.
How many do you need?
1.
Should I add pool or not?
Okay, you 2 decide, and
I
Wait,
don't have
wait.
pool. Oh,
So-
you told me 2, I thought.
2, and then what about your psionics?
Well, the 2.
4. Oh, there they are. Okay, yes.
Because I
sure.
don't have.
Just wait a moment.
Yeah.
2 plus.
2 and 2 for the sling bullets. Is this a fatal roll?
You're all by yourself out there.
Yeah.
If you fail, I think that you are going to be in very imminent danger of dying.
So all right.
Okay.